Hi, this is Kate Charles, and today I'm thrilled to be joined with Katy from Bank of America. I'm going to have her introduce herself, and we can talk a little bit about the impact that we're doing together. So good morning, Katy.
Good morning, Kate. How are you?
I'm great. Do you mind just telling us a little bit about your role and what you do at the bank?
Absolutely. I have the privilege to lead the private bank, which is part of wealth management, and I am based in New York City.
Thinking about just Bank of America and, what would you like the power to do? Talk to me a little bit about what that means in terms of impact.
Well, absolutely. When we say what would you like the power to do, it really is all about how can we help the communities where we live, work, and serve, and the impact that we can have. One of the great examples are sports partnerships. So if you think of the Boston Marathon or the Chicago Marathon, we're able to generate $97 million for the local charities just through those partnerships. So that's just one example of the power that you can bring to a community to really help make an impact.
That's incredible. And even thinking specifically about RED and the Global Fund, Bank of America over the last, I think it was 2014,
It was,
Davos was
yes.
the big partnership.
It all happened here.
Exactly, it all happened here. And over that time, there's been over $35 million that you've given to the Global Fund, and it's just an incredible feat. Can you talk a little bit about some of the highlights of that time and what stands out to you?
It really has been an incredible partnership, as you said, since 2014. It all happened here through Brian's, Moynihan's leadership and Anne Finucane, and coming together with Bono and really creating what has been a really impactful partnership. Personally, I was able to get more involved in 2015. And actually travel to South Africa with the team, which was life-changing for me. But I have been involved in many, many ways, and the impact that it's had really across our company in helping us to make a small impact and change lives.
I would say bigger than a small impact.
Well, I hope so. I hope so. It's been a collective, group of folks, obviously RED leading the way and helping us to build awareness and also raise money, but more importantly, really have our employees involved in a meaningful way.
Talk to me a little bit about what you see or what the bank sees as the role of finances and economics with the specific role of health, especially as there's been so much progress in global health, but there's also continue to be a lot of inequities, especially with women and girls.
Absolutely. So I'd say a couple of things. I lead a domestic business, so I spend a lot of time in cities and towns across the U.S. We operate in 97 different markets. We have market presidents in each of those markets. And really their role is to make sure that they identify where the need is in each of those communities. And then we rally our troops to do the volunteering, and then obviously through the foundation giving. So a lot of the focus, as you can imagine, over the last 5 years has been on health and the impact that we can have with a lot of the programs. So our team does an excellent job working with those partners and really identifying where we can make an impact. And like RED, we love partnerships that we can sustain over decades so that we can really play a meaningful role in not only helping to fund those organizations, but getting involved with the folks that need those resources. And that's a big part of what we do in the volunteer effort.
Talk to me a little bit about sport and the power of sport and how that can bring the community together and really help bring even more impact to what you're doing.
Well, I think, you look at the examples of the partnerships. We do many of these partnerships. I look at Golf on Us as another great example where we have these wonderful partnerships with ANWA or the Masters, but the real magic is being able to bring access. So all of our programs, going back to Museums on Us, where we open up 1,600 different cultural institutions the first weekend of every month to give free access to art. Doing the same with golf through our Golf's on Us program. We've touched 86,000 young adults and kids. And that's the impact that you really want to have. So we're super excited about FIFA. We've done a lot of launches here in Davos, but the real impact will be access to all of those girls and boys on those pitches and bringing the game to them on this incredible world stage. I'm really excited about. My personal focus will be on women and girls and providing access there. We do a lot of programming to make sure that girls stay in sports especially when they turn 12 to 14 is that pivotal time where they leave. They need access, they need registration, they need transportation, they need mentors. And right now we have a couple programs where we're mentoring over 250 young athletes and just encouraging them to stay in the game. So these partnerships are wonderful, but it's what happens on the ground, and it's all about access.
Well, thank you so much for coming. This
Oh,
has been
it's
an absolute
such a pleasure.
We
Thank
are so
you.
proud of the partnership and so grateful.
I really appreciate it. It's great to spend time with you.
Likewise.